Definitely something of legend no matter where you approached this guy's gameplay from. So
very pretty neutral. In this matchup especially, you're going to look for him to leverage probably a lot more spin. Flash in some of these cases, just with the range that Fahkumram has, it's kind of hard to run away from him. You're always in range. Yoshi might be one of the few characters that can be an exception to that.
Yeah, Fahkumram definitely scary when it comes to the range, especially in this game, bro. And one of the main tools that's standing 3, bro. Like such an easy approach tool. It has like the range of a down 4-4, but you still have to respect it because it's a string as well. Nice, I like that. Get a little bit sneaky with it. Yeah, you see your opponent freezing up. Go for a lot of these unblockables to make them swing in these scenarios. Heat smash, close it out very quickly. And if anybody's gonna have an understanding of like these flash situations where what he needs to do to close out with a character, it's gonna be obvious.
Absolutely. That slow conversion here. Look at him. Still finds the wall. Spin on him again. Emergency get up kick.
Okay, wait a minute. Nip up. Wow. Everything is hitting. Everything is hitting. Everything is hitting. And then the mid to close it out. And I think that's one of the problems with Yoshimitsu that I feel like a lot of people, sometimes you try to fight it out with him, and your character's not a lot of times equipped to deal with it. You just get hit. And he has flash, so you really have to respect your offense at times because he can literally just do it at any point in time. One of the quicker punishes in the game, too. So, oh, wow. Okay, a little flip right there. Definitely could have had a launch. What a whip punish with a back one. Hold on. I'm out of there.
Wall jump attack. That's the second time he's shown that activation at the wall. Dirty Dance, you got a problem. Gonna put the knees on him. We call that a barre, Stevie. A counter hits as well.
I like the option, too. Going for the mid option, has a little delay on it. Pick up after the
flow. Good flow check.
Wait a minute. Yo, Dirty Dance, though. Dirty Dance, though, looking pretty solid. And we've been seeing an upswing in Fahkumram just in competitive play, too.
Again, like you mentioned earlier, as a shell pick as well. Like,
yeah,
it's been a lot more common. Slap you silly up against the wall.
Wow.
Whoa, baby. Goes for the big launcher off the dome out of poker stance, and just like that, gets the cut, gets the win. EYEMUSICIAN, game 1.
Like I said, if anybody's gonna know how to close out a round with his character on some gimmicky trade you weren't expecting it's gonna be EYEMUSICIAN.
Or like a highly layered offense, right?
Yeah.
Get ready for the
also in this pool, Trizzy the Rap.
Bruh. Bruh, hopefully we get some Trizzy later on. I'm gonna save my story, my Trizzy story, but Dirty Dance looking pretty good in that first game.
No, he had a couple round sequences where I was like, okay, kind of make something happen here. Had some really, really good punishment, too.
Putting the sword up. Nice.
And there's that interaction there. That's another Yoshi.
And he spun out of the, you see what I'm saying?
The threat of spin, the threat of some of these other attacks with just movement, inherent movement built into the properties.
Charging.
Like Steve said against Flash, you got to be aware of just how you're pressing against this character. This low parry, can he turn it into something?
Yo,
chunks of damage.
Dirty Dance needs to be careful. You was talking about Flash.
Flashing squall back to back, checks the shins, and just like that, goes with the string extension low ender off that 3.
I was talking about that.
Sizing him up with that 3.
Armor, I like the options Dirty Dance is going to, and he's taking these chunky hits to keep the life even. So obviously he's not getting these big combos, but the lows, the big mids, no knockdowns are starting to add up, but that's a combo. EYEMUSICIAN said, I'm tired of watching you do this. Big damage on the wall and gets the round and instantly stops that momentum on Dirty Dance's side.
Big lows.
What a backdash, and look at the combo pickup, the hard stuff, nothing but blue across the board, big damage.
For 83 to check his shins, to check the wall jump attack.
Oh no, Fahkumram, wait a minute, and he went for a little after the bell hit. Hold on, I told you, he was looking pretty nice that first game. He was looking pretty nice that first game. Oh my God, the Wheel of Fortune, yo, I love it. I love it. One of my favorite throws in any fighting game.
One of these chunks of damage, though, adding up, Steve. EYEMUSICIAN got some resource to work with now.
Okay, finishes the string. Big damage on the board, and I got something back.
Yeah, burst, cancel back at you.
Oh, damn. You do it, I do it. You playing chicken? Charge it. Oh, my God.
Just low.
Not close enough.
Flashing squall, and there's the flash.
Caught you overextending. He's got heat. He's got rage. And the stage explosion as well. Didn't go for the kill, but the stringers follow-up is going to do it. 2 rounds apiece. Potential final game here if EYEMUSICIAN can close out. Dirty Dance is looking pretty damn good right now. Yeah. Yep.
That dash to realign that helped him out there, the armor.
The chunky lows, bro.
No challenge that time, but he got him in the open. Fat launch. Activation from Dirty Dan.
That's dead. That's dead and closing it out. And what a switch up for the second game. Dirty Dan's looking really good with the Fahkumram. I love him using, and I think that's one of the strengths. One of the strengths of Fahkumram, one, which you pointed out earlier, his reach. He's got some crazy reach when it comes to just his regular normals. We've already pointed out, but he's got a lot of forward advancing moves too. Back one, I think it's 4-4, 1+2, and typically it's used for like Oki situations, so after you lay there, if you get a big hit, you get a follow-up on the ground. But he's using it to close the distance and get some stupid whip punishment a couple of times we've seen that. And now he's got a game on the board versus EYEMUSICIAN to see who's gonna stay alive on this top side of the bracket.
Close quarters this time too, so let's see how EYEMUSICIAN changes up his flash timing and maybe some of these spin options. And if Dirty Dance is able to adapt at all, be able to keep it close like this. You saw him going to a lot of those chunky low kicks, but then also sizing him up with the 3-1 mid extension versus the low and high options at the end.
And using a lot, oh wow, the wall explosion. And using a lot of these down 4-1 extensions with Fahkumram, right? Because he has a lot of feints, and man, he keeps taking on the wall, and he's taking advantage of it. That's a big boy. He rolled on the ground, walks right into the spin. You gonna walk into the toxic cloud? But yeah, he's one of the things that he saw success with was like those down 4-1 extensions, right? Catching you sidestepping as well as just feinting some of the strings. Down 4 gets the counter hit.
Back to the winning formula here. These counter hit low strikes. Fat Ibuki needs my musician though, gonna get the wall. That's what's gonna play with this. Still spinning, comes up with the back one, counter hit.
Going for the low out of that stance as well.
Patience from Dirty Dance. Waited on the spin just to chase him down.
And look at the series he got because of his sidestep. Small jab, the prerequisite, and then he goes for the extension. We've seen quite a few low parries, and look, you can only get away with this for so long. Not gonna get the kill, but we've seen him use these unblockables. What a great get-up option. And this is one of the things I've been talking about in Tekken 8. Knowing your options on the ground and when to get up and laying there or taking a hit is so much more important in this game. At first, I felt like it was more character-specific in some of the other games. It's now a thing where you need to be careful no matter what character it is.
That was especially good, especially after he
I don't know if this is intentional, but it what? Get up, the pizza cutter. Oh my God.
He said, I want the whole pizza pie, just like that. Tornado at the wall, and there's the big cut. EYEMUSICIAN back on set point.
All right, Dirty Dan's though. Definitely not out of the running. Wow.
Toss, immediate sidestep left.
Oh. Player 2?
Here we go.
Oh man. I don't know who's player 2.
So now it's like, you can't do that again, right? How's he gonna back up, right?
Back one. Oh, running 3. And look, I ain't saying my man you got iced, but look at this lead on the round. That is not going your way right now.
Is the tornado gonna activate here?
Big damage.
EYEMUSICIAN back to the wall.
Flash, back 2-2. I'm gonna get this life back.
Just a little bit though. And the patience touches him in. Bro, the shin check, wait. There's the flash, and EYEMUSICIAN is gonna be in loser's side of this bracket. Dirty Dance moving on winner's side. 2 Yoshis in this pool.